Last night on stage, Joey Diaz had a joke that had a bunch of racial slurs in it, right?
Yeah.
Ones that we would all not even probably say on this podcast, except you, because you work with a lot of black people. You might be willing to drop.
Oh,
one.
I don't do the N-word.
Huh?
I don't do the N-word.
Oh, I don't do it, dude, unless you do. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I'm saying? I'm just joking, man. I mean, I quit doing it probably about 4 years ago when everybody else did.
I'm not a doctor. I'm not a politician.
Yeah.
Like, I got in this own trap of just because of last year we got to have some political people on the podcast,
yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, then, dude, there was like a month ago, I started thinking like, oh, I'm a political guy, right? For like,
Did you feel like you had to be informed? Were you like reading Wall Street Journal?
I just like, I thought like, because here was the crazy thing, people started coming up to me.
Political guy.
Yeah, dude. Well, people would come up to me and ask me about political shit. I was like,
like asking your take?
yeah, dude. I was like, I don't fucking know. I don't know, dude. Like,
I definitely feel excited. It's definitely been totally different just having people come out after like 15 years of doing shows and people finally come out. It's just, it's different. And my thing is I've just been like, I want everything to be okay. It's like when somebody comes over to your house, like even when the cops are coming over and you hear they're coming, you want to fucking clean up first, It's like, that's kind of how I feel. Like people are coming over, let's fucking make sure all like the fucking candles are lit.
Yeah, like Christopher Columbus, dude. Like, what about his sister or whatever? Like,
Yeah, boring bitch.
yeah, she just got left in fucking wherever.
And probably lived a way better life. She's not learning Native American. She's just chilling.
She's out over here lying to Indians for lunch.
Just shows up. What do you mean there's no gold? Yeah.
But dude, imagine taking off in a boat. People are like, where are you headed? You're like, I don't fucking know. You're trying to be cool, right? Because it's like your last day on the docks or whatever. You're like, I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get out there. You're like, when we get out there.
You got to be selling the dream, though. You're like, no, trust me.
That's true.
Trust me. It's crazy over there. Yeah, they got everything.
Women that you get out there. I heard that you get a couple miles out there, there's just a lot of women out there.
They got them on the way. Yeah, you don't even have to make it the whole way. They got stops.
Yeah.
I grew up in a community where when they had the vaccine for polio, they created it in my community in Louisiana. And it gave cervical cancer to millions of women in America. But the government had already made it. They'd already created and spent all the money to make so much of it that they had to, because it also got rid of polio.
But the cost was your pussy got to get taken out.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't have a pussy, man.
I'm going to be honest with you. That sounds like a pussy problem. As a non-owner.
I was they out there stealing Bugattis. I got a Bugatti.
Y'all pussy, son. That's all. Bro, how great is 6ix9ine? All he does, he walks into a fucking, he walked into a Johnston and Murphy at the airport. He's like, y'all pussy, son. Meek Mill, y'all pussy.
I love it.
Look at this right here, bro. That dude drops more N-bombs than anybody I've ever met.
My wife had to do a C-section, obviously. It was like, I didn't do anything. I just sat there like an asshole. And, but it was, but yeah, it's just amazing what they're willing to do. Like, my wife lost a lot of blood and like
50 Cent almost.
Literally, it was, yeah. Yeah, it's very similar actually to what 50 went through. Yeah. I gotta talk to 50 about that. I was like, dude, you basically got a C-section out there in Jamaica, Queens, bro. We talk about that? Like,
yeah. 50C.
50C. He's good. He's fucking good. Because we had Chris Hansen on, and then everybody kept hitting me like, yo, tell him to pay back Theo. I was like, for what? Like, I thought they said tell him to pay back Theo. And I didn't know if like you were involved in like To Catch a Predator in some way or
no, I never done anything like that.
Okay, so like no, not.
I'll be honest, bro. I had one girl.
He should show up here though.
One girl sent me a message on IG, and I said, "You are too young for me."
Now, she work for you with the rest of the fucking children that you have in here, dude?
Look, dude, that kid is of age. How old are you?
He doesn't even know what the fucking Pythagorean theorem is. This kid's 9 years old, bro.
The guy fucking wrote it.
he's Asian, not Korean.
Dude, whatever. Riley Mal, how old are you?
I'm 22.
There you go.
He's 22, bro.
He's 22. He's hairless too.
All right.
And look, I'll tell you this:
He's hairless, so he looks younger.
Got his first
pass. You know what I mean? Yeah, I hope that's the case. Like he battled with depression a lot. You know, like my family's got a lot of mental illness in it, right?
Oh yeah.
So like, so he battled with depression a lot, and so it's just like you don't know what to do when you're a kid about that. Like I used to take him to the Comedy Cellar. Before I ever did comedy, I was like, I thought that like if you laugh, you're not depressed. Like that's how I thought it worked. So I'd take my depressed ass dad to the Comedy Cellar. Little did I know he's just listening to depressed comedians. He's probably getting more depressed. Like, he's struggling with his life. He gotta listen to these sad ass comedians on stage talking about how shitty their lives are. He's like, this kid is gonna kill me.
But hey, if it makes his son happy, he's doing
it for me. He's doing it for me. Damn near almost killed himself. Half the comedians.
You're doing it for him, and he's doing it for you. That's fucking hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
He's like, God, he's fucking sitting there. He's fucking just rubbing over,
drinking a Poland Spring, just looking for the vein. So, like, if we knew where, let's say, Dr. Pepper was giving our money. So Dr. Pepper's like, I gave, $1 million. Dr. Pepper, you gave $1 million to this
Republicans. I'm going to drink, tab or something.
Exactly, right? But they also gave $1 million to the Dems, right? So the Dems are going to say, how could you give $1 million to these people who want to stop a woman's right to choose?
Right.
And Dr. Pepper's like, I just want to sell cola.
Yeah.
I don't care. They just let me sell cola better. It's not about abortion.
Right.
But they're going to be like, no. You don't believe in abortion, Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not an abortion doctor or whatever.
Yeah.
So, and then if they give the money, so he's like, all right, fine, I give the money to Democrats. Now you got all the Republicans like, you want to kill babies, Dr. Pepper.
You want to kill them until they're up to 2 years old.
Up to 2.
That's the latest ruling I heard. You can kill them until they're up till 2.
That's nuts, dude.
Yeah.
That's
nuts. The year after pill. It's like, what the fuck is going on? When does it end? When does it end? The 7-year after pill?
How well behaved on a plane, though.
Oh, dude.
Like
you break out a couple of those in a fucking hand?
How old's the kid? Doing a lot of crying on this flight.
If you're a different ethnicity or different sex or something, what's that shit really like, Yeah, they're supposed to have VR goggles that were supposed to be able to do that,
Yeah, we could just see what it was like being Native American back in the day.
Yeah. Hey, huh?
Yeah, they're all Italians.
Look, the goggles kind of like, they set it up to make it sound like who really killed the Native Americans was Italian.
Christopher Columbus. Look at these guys. Hey, fucking red horse. Get over here. Fuck out of here.
How many necklaces we gonna wear, huh?
You called it night. How about some blankets? Hey. But
hey, huh?
That would be cool though. Like,
but you could set it to any way,
Oh, that's because he was Italian, right? Wasn't Columbus Italian?
They said he was. Who the fucking knows, dude? I'm sure he was probably Italian via Israel, according to a lot of Reddit feeds this week.
So Twitter, it's just they just blame everything on the Jews, bro. Like it's not even shit that you didn't even imagine. It's the Jews' fault, right? They got nothing to do with it. Soon they're gonna blame Christmas on the Jews. Oh, that was kind of. When you think about it, we just talk shit for hours, and that's better than a TV show that they spend tens of millions of dollars on.
Crazy, yeah.
Like, you and I have just made retard sounds. There was a part of this podcast where we just made retard sounds.
I only made one, but yeah.
But you did a couple, because you did the mosquito.
You did a couple.
You did more. You did the most.
Yeah, but you did the baritone
Take
one.
that, King of the Sting, okay? You eat your weird foods. We're out here, and we're making retard sounds.
You guys are bad friends. Get the fuck out of here. You guys are both two guys that I told I wouldn't do podcasts with. That's who you guys are. So let's fucking go.
Shots fired. Bobby Lee, you taking that?
Yeah,
Santino, you taking that?
Bobby Lee's not even awake right now, and it's 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Guy texted me at 2:49 a.m. the other day, asking me a normal daytime question.
What he asked? I love that motherfucker so much.
Haven't seen you in a while. It said. The fuck are you talking about? That's because I'm fucking Dayternal, fam.
Like, I've never been personal in my comedy. I didn't even think my life was interesting. So I was like, yeah, I was like, I thought my opinions on shit were more interesting than my life. So I was like, I don't need to tell you about what's going on in my life. And then this thing happened where, we couldn't get pregnant, and it was because of me. My sperm sucked.
No way.
Oh yeah. So my sperm.
What happens? You take them
I'm
into
the face of shitty sperm, bro.
Oh. Damn, dude.
You felt bad for a second. You're like, hold on.
I think, yeah. Well, it's just crazy because you have that like spice trader energy. You think, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, you want to know some crazy shit? My boy is a spice trader. This guy I play paddle with, all right? This is my boy, we call him Spice Man. We legit thought he was a drug dealer for so long because he says, like, I'm a spice trader. Like, he makes little jokes about it that he's not joking. He'll show up late to a game and he'll be like, man, sesame was down crazy today. I couldn't find a place to store it.
Damn, boy.
And then he'll say,
these coriander options.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's literally like a stock market.
Yeah.
Like, he's back and forth from India. So we're like, there's no way this is his real life. Like, he sells fentanyl or cocaine or some shit, right? And he's just saying it's turmeric, right? So, but turns out this motherfucker is a legit 2025 spice trader. This is like the oldest job ever.
We ride here. Yeah, dude, that's it, bro.
We ain't going anywhere.
You're from the past, baby. Yeah.
How crazy is that? Shout out to Pete, man. Spicy P. We call it Spicy P.
Yeah, dude. Spicy P. That's great.
Do you think black people are better at being broke than white people?
I think broke people are better at being broke.
Yeah.
It's just simple. Like, if you know anybody that's broke, they still got pussy.
Yeah.
Sorry. I know you don't use these words.
We can use pussies, okay? Don't use it a ton.
Okay. They still got
And don't
pussy.
show me any. I mean, unless it's a drawing.
I got you.
Okay.
They still got friends.
Yeah.
They still got jokes.
Oh, dude, being poor was fun, dude. We used to burn everything in the fucking ditch, bro.
Bro, it's
Rich
great.
people can't do that. That's a fire if you do that when you're rich.
That's true.
If you do that when you're poor, nobody fucking even comes. It's
true.
Dude, we used to call the cops all the time, and they would never come. Dude, they come a month later.
Yeah. Dude, being poor in a lot of ways is better because you got hope. There's somewhere to go.
Somewhere to go.
Right? It's like, yo, one day we're going to be rich and we're just going to have our own ditch in our backyard and we can just burn all the shit we want.
We're going to have a shelving unit.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember wanting a fucking shelving unit in my fucking room like
Did you
a
get
motherfucker.
It? Did you get that?
No, we didn't get it, but now I have one. Yeah. But I remember, dude, somebody from the fucking... Somebody would drive by and throw dead animal, some veterinarian who was saving money, cutting corners, throw dead animals into the ditch. So we'd be out there throwing fucking calf vertebrae at each other and shit.
Fun.
And playing football with like a Cossacks of some kind of damn animal.
If you're rich, PETA comes for you.
Yeah. You're rich, that's a fucking crime, bro.
Sucks.
That's forensic files, dude. That's American greed, maybe.
Dude, it really is.
Yeah.
What does every serial killer do? He kills fucking animals.
Yeah.
Right? That you're describing the behavior of serial killers. But when you're poor, it's just fun.
And here we were, go deep, dude. I got a sternum. You know?
Go deep.
It was just a different... Fire your manager. Yeah, I don't have a manager now either.
You don't need a babysitter. What we need are producers.
Right.
Right? Like, we need... I don't know if that's your role, but like... I have a guy who does all my video.
Nick, very questionable role, but also has done a great job in helping me, build what's going on. Yeah.
Especially for a premature.
Very. That's what I'm saying, dude.
Just do my best every day.
Yeah, we don't have post-mature babies.
He could have gone post if he wanted to.
Dude.
I think he came out early because he was curious.
Going post.
That's fucking
We got to look into that. Like 10 months?
Ooh.
11?
Dude comes out with dreads.
Full hair?
Yeah. Black dudes come out late. I could imagine that. Like, damn, he was supposed to be here on Wednesday, you know? He shows up with 2 other black dudes. You're like, what is going on?
Yo, y'all didn't know they were down here with me? Yeah, we were just kicking it, bro.